welcome to night number 2. Night number 1 is in the books. Chris Belcher, Jared Justice, Andy York right here with you, giving you all of our predictions. If you missed night 1 predictions, go back in the archives and check it out. It's available on the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We would appreciate that so much. Let's kick it off, guys, with the match that has been building not just since the Elimination Chamber and the infamous heel turn, but for so many years. These guys, Andy, they rode up and down the roads together during the Ruthless Aggression era. I'm talking about John Cena vying for his 17th heavyweight championship against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Andy, we've only seen one round of physicality in this. 3 promos, and Cody's done a couple on his own. What's your level of excitement for this one?
My level of excitement is still pretty high. I mean, I'm still riding the high of Elimination Chamber of Cena turning heel. I think if we'd have got nothing between Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania, I still would have a lot of intrigue because of what happened at Elimination Chamber. But I think this is probably going to be. Last year was the most WrestleMania main event ever. That could ever WrestleMania main event. This, I think, is going to be right up there with it. I think we're going to get all the smoke and mirrors, all the bells and whistles. We're not going to have a clean outcome or a clean finish to that, no matter what happens. And I am totally here for it.
Jared, you are full on with this John Cena run, buying the hats and the shirts and looking at the figures and all the things, man. What has got you so turned around to the John Cena side here?
Dude, I've always loved the gear. I liked Cena back whenever that he was like the thugonomics dude or whatever. And I liked him then. I've always liked watching his matches. I just didn't like that he was shoved down our throats. This current character is always what I've wanted to see. I'm going with him for the win. I don't see how Cody can retain. I'm picking Cena, dude.
It'll be interesting, man. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is the one match that I feel like there's always one every year when we do our WrestleMania predictions that we don't want to pick. That, we said that the triple threat match.
Have to.
I know. We said that the triple threat match is the most toss-up pick, which I still agree with. I think you can literally go either way. But this match, I just don't want to pick this. And I think it's because I can see the scenario both ways with both guys winning. And it makes all the sense in the world for both of these guys to win. Andy, having said that, I think John Cena wins the 17th championship at WrestleMania. With all the dates that he has booked for post-WrestleMania, this is his last year. I don't see how we give credibility to this heel character if he doesn't at least get the advantage on the biggest stage. Now, for the rest of the year, he can digress, he can drop the title, whatever, but it seems like the heel turn is all for nothing, Andy, if we do it in February, he loses in April, and then he's trying to fight his way back up for the rest of the year because he's only got 1 year left. I just think it makes the most sense for him to win here.
Yeah, I'm leaning that way too. I think so. I teased this a little bit on yesterday's episode with the triple threat.
Paul
Heyman leaves the first night empty-handed. I think there's a scenario where night 2, I think we get The Rock and Cena with Paul Heyman at their side. And those two guys can be on their own. What? Those two guys cannot be on TV. And Paul Heyman is what the authority should have been in the first run. But Paul Heyman is the one in charge and is cutting promos week in, week out. Maybe, like The Rock fires Nick Aldis or he fires Adam Pearce, or he fires both of them, puts Paul Heyman in charge and is like running everything through Paul Heyman. That still sets up Roman Rock, and Paul Heyman could be in The Rock's corner for that. Like, there's so many outcomes and so many different things that we're trying to set up. I honestly see night 2 end with John Cena with the title in his hand, The Rock standing beside him, and Paul Heyman standing with him.
You just set a blowtorch to the entire company right there.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I do.
Oh my gosh. My mind is literally blown right now. There are so many ways that kudos to you for literally sitting down and thinking that through, because not even on my radar, not even close. Oh my goodness, because that solidifies like my Roman Reigns pick from the night before of like, hey man, I don't need you, buddy. Like I'm on my own, whatever. But then, Andy, if Heyman shows up with Cena and with Rock and they have the championship or whatever, Roman still has that knife in him and it turns just a little more. And he's like, oh.
And if we get Punk Cena, if we get Punk Cena and Paul Heyman's in Cena's corner against CM Punk, like there's so many different outcomes. There's so many different things they can do with it.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Let's breathe. Yeah, take a minute before I move on here. Want you guys that are watching to take a minute, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The majority of our viewers are not subscribed. Guys, what are you waiting for? It's so easy. It helps us a ton and does not cost you a thing. If you want to help us grow this channel, the only way to do that is to subscribe and then go tell 5 friends to subscribe as well. I promise. Or better yet, I heard this trick from somebody else. Steal their phone, log into their YouTube, and just hit subscribe. They're never going to know. It's fine. You can tell them we told you to do it. It's okay. It's okay. Just
the rule of 5.
That's right. They can't see you do it. It's okay. Just grab their phone and subscribe. We would appreciate that so very much. All right, let's go to the women's triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship or the Women's World Championship, whichever you would prefer to call it. Iyo Sky, the unlikely champion, coming into WrestleMania 2 years in a row as the champion, defending against the Elimination Chamber winner Bianca Belair and the former women's champion Rhea Ripley. Now, Jared, the triple threat match from night number 1, we were skeptical about, and it's been booked excellently over the last month or so. This triple threat match, we have been equally as skeptical about, but the booking has been, What say you?
I say Bianca wins. She goes heel, and then she goes up against Rhea one-on-one and another match on down the road.
Okay, Andy?
I think they've booked this way for a reason. Mm-hmm. I think Iyo Sky walks out with the title.
Whoa.
I think she retains. I think because they made her the afterthought this entire time. Everything they've done is to try to make her seem less than. And so when she beats both of them, because they're going at it back and forth, and she capitalizes on it and wins, I think you can still do Rhea Bianca at some point. Mm-hmm. I think they're big enough you don't necessarily need the title. I think it adds with the title, obviously. But I think Iyo retains and walks out still champ.
I'm going to side with Jared's prediction here because I do think this has all been booked in an interesting and a strategic way. It might not be exactly the way we all would have done it. We would have wanted a little more rushed, a little more exciting. Not sure why Rhea dropped the title. You could have gotten to this triple threat match without Rhea dropping the title. Regardless, I'm siding with Jared here because I think Bianca wins. Bianca turns heel, but I think it is with the assistance of Naomi, who finally realigns with Bianca after her victory over Jade the night before. Jade sees the picture together that Naomi and Bianca were in it all along, and that's how Jade pushes her way into the world title picture and finally gets her big moment, dethroning Bianca Belair. That's how I would book it. But regardless, for this match in particular, it's Bianca Belair turning heel and winning the championship. All right, let's go to the other women's title match. This one in the tag team division. You have Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, the women's intercontinental champion, against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, the women's tag team champions. Andy, I'm just going to say it. I think Liv Morgan deserves a spot on the WrestleMania card. I think this match does not. What say you?
Yeah, I think on paper this match doesn't, but I think what they could do with it could make it.
After what we saw on Monday Night Raw with Liv and Bayley and a great match that they had and the great matches that Liv and Raquel have had the last couple weeks. Okay.
Yeah, I think this only ends one way, and that is with Liv and Raquel retaining after Bayley has turned on Lyra.
Oh.
Because I think Bayley's going to go after the IC title and win it. And because of things that are to come with another match, I think you want Liv and you want Raquel to stay tag champs. So I'm going to pick them to retain.
Okay. Jared, lots of turns, lots of what ifs going on in Andy's brain.
I agree wholeheartedly with everything he just said.
Wow.
I'm going the same thing, man.
Okay. I'll make it 3 for 3. I'm not sure that I'm going to put my money down on the Bayley heel turn, but I do completely agree that the only outcome here is Liv and Raquel retaining one way or the other. All right. The other match that I think Andy was alluding to here, I think I know where he's going, which is a very interesting pick. The Intercontinental Championship Fatal 4-Way Braun Breaker defending against Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Penta. Now, guys, Penta has only been in the company since January, and he's getting a huge spot at WrestleMania. I am hard-pressed to think he's not coming out of here as the winner, but he's definitely not getting pinned. Jared, loaded match here. Could be match of the night. What say you?
I think Dominic wins, man.
Oh.
He's walking out of there champ.
Oh, my gosh. Both of you guys. Because I knew Andy was going to pick it. I knew it.
Yep.
It makes sense, dude.
And not only does Dom win, he pins Finn.
That is exactly what I think.
Finn gets kicked out of Judgment Day. Maybe JD goes with him and Carlito goes with him. It's a great way to get the title off of Braun without having Braun get pinned. Penta's going to have a great showing, but he doesn't need the IC title yet. Dominic Mysterio would be a fantastic Intercontinental Champion because of the heat that man would get every single week. So yes. I'm picking Daddy Dom to win.
Oh my gosh, guys!
Why am I agreeing so much with Andy? What's going on? This is unheard of.
I do agree that this is the best way to get the championship off of Braun Breaker without him actually losing the title. Having said that,
exactly,
I think Finn Balor finally gets his moment. I think Balor walks out of here as the Intercontinental Champion, and I think as much as we all don't like it, the friction, the Judgment Day friction, continues because Liv and Raquel retain, and then Finn now has the championship, so he finally has something to gloat about. He's been gloating for, a month or so now. Now he actually has the title to gloat about. Maybe he pins Dom, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he pins Dom, and Andy, he tries to convince Dom that it's for the betterment of the group. He had to do it so that gold could come home to the group. I don't know exactly. I think Finn Balor walks away here.
Quick note, boys.
Yes.
Storm is here. If I drop out, that's why. So
okay. All right. We will be wrapping up here shortly. We got 2 more matches, and then we'll rapid fire our picks, and we will be done. Appreciate you guys hanging with us. Jared, we appreciate you hanging with us in the midst of the storm. Sin City Street Fight. Former Judgment Day member Damian Priest taking on Drew McIntyre. Jared, arguably Drew, the Superstar of the Year last year. Damian Priest on his own after a world title reign last year. The only stipulation match on the card, Jared, and we love some stipulation stuff.
Yeah, dude, I've been pretty confident, or at least I think I'm right on most of my predictions, of course. But this one, man, is hard to call.
Yes.
Neither one of these men can afford a loss in my book, dude. I mean, they both have kind of they fell down quite a bit from what they were. It felt like both of them were getting pushed to the top, and then it just got derailed. So, having said all that, I'm going to have to pick Drew. I'm picking Drew.
Andy, what are your thoughts here?
Well, the Jared and Andy train Drew too. Listen, out of everybody on this entire card that needs a win the most, I think Drew McIntyre desperately needs this win more than anybody else. Especially coming off of the Punk feud, he was as hot as he could get, and he has quickly fallen off. If we want to get him back up there to fight, maybe a Jey Uso or maybe John Cena or whatever the case is, he has to win this match.
I'm anxious to see if you guys go the entire WrestleMania Sunday card and agree on every single match. We got one more to go. Streak is on the line, boys. Having said that, I agree with all of your reasons. And for those reasons, I'm picking Damian Priest. Because I think if anybody needs a win the most, it is Damian Priest, because he was world champion. People didn't see him as a credible champion until they finally built him as a babyface against Gunther, and then Gunther just clobbered him. So I think Priest needs a credible win more than Drew, because, guys, if you're looking at Drew McIntyre and it's all about Drew's heat and how hot Drew McIntyre is, how do you get that heat back? If he loses against Damian Priest, the next Friday night on SmackDown, if Cody Rhodes is still the world champion, he's out there, he's holding up, he's celebrating, boom. Drew drops him, bloodies him, lays him out just like he did Punk. The heat is back. You have a world title contender. Just like Punk, Andy, if he were to confront the world heavyweight champion, and we wouldn't blink an eye, Drew confronting Cody, exact same thing. So I think in order to benefit these guys the most, Jared, I think Priest has to get the win here.
I agree with what you just said, but what's going off in my mind is I think right now WWE has to make a choice. Which one of these two men sinks for now? Which one of these two men swims? And I think they will pick Drew because, man, Damian just could not get it together. He started to get that crowd support. He lost it, maybe because of their booking, but you got to pick one, I think, in this situation more than any other during WrestleMania, and I think that it has to go to Drew. They have more confidence in him.
Andy, do you think, I know I picked yesterday for the Charlotte Tiffany, I picked a non-finish. Even though this is a street fight, do you think this is a situation where they both just totally get knocked out and there's not really a finish to this? Could WWE afford that for this match?
I don't think so, because I don't think that makes either one of them look good.
I just feel like
I think you need somebody, because I think aren't they doing a draft right after WrestleMania?
It's
like sometime right after WrestleMania.
It's sometime. Yeah, you're right.
I think the number, my thing with Drew is like you mentioned with him going after Cody, he's going to lose that feud. Yes. Like, he has to win a feud at some point. And Damian, while I love him and I think he is better than a lot of people give him credit for, Damian can eat this loss, and it wouldn't be as bad as if Drew ate the loss, in my opinion.
Damian can't sink any lower, so yeah, why not?
I think Drew has a better chance of climbing all the way back to the top pretty quickly. I mean, we're talking about Drew McIntyre potentially facing Roman Reigns at this pay-per-view,
right? And
we can get him back to that level. We just he has to start winning some of these matches and some of these feuds.
I just think if Priest loses this match, you're essentially giving up on Priest. I just don't feel like they're ready to give up on Damian Priest, and I feel like Drew is easier to build back and wouldn't take nearly as much to build back as building back Damian Priest. All right, let's go to the last match on WrestleMania Sunday, and that is AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Jared, for as great of a performer as AJ Styles is, sometimes he has a problem at WrestleMania, and I just don't know why he can't deliver at WrestleMania. He has great matches everywhere else.
Kind of like Sean.
They don't call him Mr. WrestleMania for not delivering at WrestleMania. I'm just saying. Listen, we can debate it till the cows come home, but Shawn Michaels still holds the nickname Mr. WrestleMania. Doesn't matter what our little crew here says, all right? So just remember that. Can AJ Styles turn his fortunes around at WrestleMania against Logan Paul?
No, he cannot. I think that Logan is there very little. He does not lose a lot, which I think is the way that you want this to happen if you're ever going to advance him farther than what he is right now, which I think is the long-term plan. So, man, I think Logan wins.
All right, Andy, the streak is on the line. You guys have all 5 WrestleMania Sunday matches. Does it continue?
No. I think Logan Paul to win this match. Listen, I think AJ Styles, as much as we talk about people that need a win at a big time moment, it's AJ Styles.
Yep.
I think AJ could be a guy. Listen, if Cena wins the title, one of the first few people I want him to feud with is AJ Styles. If you have him beat Logan Paul, Logan's one of those guys. I agree with everything Jared said. If Logan was a normal talent, but he is a special attraction that they bring in for these moments. And I think he can eat a loss like this and be completely fine in the long run. But a loss like this can be an asterisk on a guy's career like AJ Styles to lose to a guy like Logan Paul. And so that's for all those reasons. I'm picking AJ to be phenomenal. I think he's going to have a better match than we're used to AJ having at WrestleMania. Hopefully he's not put in the middle of the dead spot like he has been almost every WrestleMania he's been on. And they deliver, and AJ wins.
AJ Styles is 1-3 over his last 4 WrestleManias. Logan Paul in his career, 1-2 at WrestleMania. Something's got to give. Both of these guys need a win. I'm with Andy here. I'm going AJ Styles. I think AJ has got.
You always pick the losers. I mean, what? What? I'm sorry.
And that's why you're my best friend. Anyway. AJ Styles needs a win here at WrestleMania.
It's like we're in Canada. We're in Bizarro World.
Oh, my Lord. Listen, AJ Styles needs a win here. Logan Paul, like Jared said, as I get the train back on the tracks here, Logan Paul is not around very much. He can afford a loss, and he can come back and do something crazy and, you know, catch our eye with his athleticism, and he's right back in our good graces, and he's fine. So, I'm going AJ Styles here. Let's run it back. Let's go through our picks again. Let's recap them right before we get out of here. All right. We just hit it, though. Jared, AJ Styles, Logan Paul.
Logan.
Andy?
AJ.
I'm going to AJ as well. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre, Sin City Street Fight. Andy?
Drew McIntyre.
Drew.
Damian Priest. Got to be different. Oh, yeah, I forgot you guys agree on everything here. All right. Intercontinental title fatal 4-way. Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, Penta, and the defending champion, Braun Breaker. I am going new champion, Finn Balor. Andy?
The greatest luchador becomes the greatest intercontinental champion, Dominic Mysterio.
Chad Gable is not in this match.
El Grande has no. I keep telling you.
Oh, good grief. All right. Women's tag team title match. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defending against Bayley, Lyra Valkyria. Liv and Raquel retain here. Jared?
My girl, Liv.
Andy?
Liv and Raquel.
All right. The Women's World Championship, Iyo Sky defending in a triple threat against Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. I am going the EST, Bianca Belair. Jared?
Bianca.
Andy?
Iyo Sky.
All right. Oh, you guys didn't get the same. Look at that. All right. The main event, WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes defends against John Cena. Jared, you got the hat. What say you?
Cena.
Andy?
John Cena with the help of The Rock and Paul Heyman.
I love it. That's where I love it.
Wow. I'm going John Cena as well, getting his 17th championship at his last WrestleMania. All right, that is it. WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2 in the books for you. We appreciate you guys being with us. Thank you so much. Again, check out all of our other content on our channel. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Guys, we are just mere days away from WrestleMania. We have more content the rest of the week. Jared, I'm pumped for everybody to see this content, but I am so pumped for Saturday and Sunday. WrestleMania could be the biggest WrestleMania of all time. What say you?
I think that these shows that we're doing, these past few, have been some of the biggest of all time. I think WrestleMania has the potential to be one of the biggest, especially since I think expectations are set so low. They're going to be able to just blow it out of the park. I hope that's what happens. I think that's what will happen.
Yeah, Andy, the build, and if you read the stuff on the IWC, the build has not been great, but they didn't build Rome in a day. You got to give them time to cook. And the cooking, the timer's about to go off in a mere couple of days.
It is. And, you know, they're in a tough spot of following WrestleMania 40 last year, which was, in my opinion, an all-time WrestleMania. It was one of the best. They have a tough time following that. But if any group of people in any card could do it, this one has the potential to be very, very, very special. And so I'm looking forward to both nights. Only
time will tell. We will be right here with you on Squared Circle Radio, recapping both Saturday and Sunday, and, of course, our live show on Monday night. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you stay locked in right here. For Mr. Jared Justice, Andy York, my name's Chris Belcher. Thank you for being with us on another edition of Squared Circle Radio. We will catch you guys tomorrow.